Our group for reals consists of Joe Pierce,
Lauren Goodwin,
Carla Ramos.
Alan Frosto.
Our documentary focuses on Lady Diana.
Lady Diana is a medium in El Paso. She considers herself a tool to communicate with other spirits.
Where our two other members, Edric and Raul, got a first-hand experience of Lady Diana's spiritual power.
They researched you?
You guys have researched me?
Yeah.
A little.
So they also liked what you did, so we wanted to come
Oh,
over and
okay.
talk to you if that was okay.
Oh, that's fine. That's
And
fine.
we wanted to know kind of what it is that you do.
I think the best explanation for what it is that I do is that I'm a tool that Spirit uses to achieve a spiritual outcome in whatever necessity it takes. I think is the best way to explain it.
Okay. Do you contact them or do they talk through you or how does that work?
I don't, sometimes, it's kind of weird how it works sometimes. I don't know how it's going to work.
Okay.
Sometimes they'll contact me for whatever reason. Sometimes when I'm doing a reading, sometimes when whatever it is that I'm doing, they'll come through.
Okay.
And then there are times when someone will come in or someone will talk to me and they know or have heard of what I do, and they'll say that they wanted to know about a certain family member. So then I'll send out what I call like a lifeline, a fishing line, and see if I can contact that person or someone that could tell me what's going on with that person on the other side.
Okay. When was it that you found out you could do that?
You know what, it was really funny. Looking back on my life, I could say it started when I was very little, that spirits, beings would come to me and talk to me. And I used to tell my mom about it, and I come from a very Catholic family.
Oh, so they're like,
Yeah,
I don't know what.
it was kind of rough, and it was like, no, you're not supposed to do that, and all kinds of stuff would go on. And I even contemplated, I wanted to be a nun when I was 16.
Wow.
And it didn't work out. My dad, I think that was the only thing he ever really did for me that was of value. He refused, because I was a minor, he refused to sign the paperwork. And, but again, everything that I used to go through, learning to internalize it because it wasn't something I could verbalize. You hold a lot of hurt. Does that make sense to you?
No.
I'm going to hold on to that because I feel like I want to cry with your energy. So I don't know if you just went through a hurtful experience or it's something from your past that you never really let go. But I feel like I want to cry with you. And I'm going to stick to that. Okay? If you don't want to talk about it in front of guys, I understand. Okay? But I want to say that this is something that it's a frustration, it's a anxiety thing, okay? You need to learn to work through this, okay? And it's okay, men can cry, okay? It's not a bad thing, all right? Even if you have to cry by yourself, in the shower, you need to allow yourself to reset, okay? Tears are actually a cleansing and a healing, okay? Did you want to ask me a question? Because they're not giving me anything other than that right now for you. Come on, you had a question. Huh?
You know?
They're telling me you had a question.
So like you could talk to like what you do, you could talk to like other people,
Other spirits,
other
yes.
spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be able to talk to my grandma or no?
Did she pass away?
Yeah, she passed away.
Can you give me her name?
Jeanette.
Did she have cancer? Okay. And I want to say, I feel a little more of it. Was it kidney cancer or something in the back? Because I feel more pain in my back with her. Does that make sense to you?
I don't know what kind of cancer it was. I know
Okay.
she passed away.
Was she bedridden for the last time
For a
of
while.
the last part of her life? 'Cause I want to say it was very, it was aggressive, but it didn't take her right away. She suffered for quite some time with it. Okay, but I'm feeling a lot of pain, mainly on my right side, my back and my kidney. So I want to say that was probably maybe where it might have started or something like that, okay? But I definitely get that she was cancer, and by the time she finally crossed, it was pretty much throughout her entire body, okay? This was your mother's mother,
Yes.
okay? She left behind 3 children.
Yes.
Okay? The biggest thing I'm getting more from her was her husband had already died before her.
No, he's still alive.
Huh?
I think if she had like another husband, I didn't know about.
Okay. Well, what I'm getting was that there was someone that loved her. I'm getting male, I'm not getting parent. If not her husband, it could have been someone who she had loved or had loved her from the past. But there was someone there that was waiting for her when she crossed. But I'm getting it wasn't a father, mother, brother type thing. I'm getting it was like a friend, a lover, a husband.
Okay.
Okay, maybe not necessarily a lover, but definitely someone who she may have loved or who may have loved her very deeply. Okay, during that time, there were a lot of times when we would have fallen in love with someone, but due to culture and all kinds of situations, we were not allowed to have married that person.
Right.
Okay, or it may have been someone who was killed in a war and never came back, so she was not allowed to marry that person. Does that make sense to you? Okay, but this person was waiting for her when she crossed. All right. Another thing you guys need to understand that when we die, even if someone says, "Well, poor thing, he died all alone," he didn't. No one ever dies alone. We are born with guardians that we will die with. Our guardian angels, our spirit guides, however you want to call them. They are with us from the moment we are born, and they will be with us to the moment that we die. During our life, a lot of other guardians will come and go. And those guardians could be family members, friends, or just other spirits that are going to help you work through an issue, because by helping you work through that situation, it helps them on the other side. Okay? So know that. And then when we cross, our guardians are there with us, and then there will be other family members, loved ones, that will be there for us also. So no one ever really dies alone. So know that, okay? Your mother took care of her the most,
Yes.
is what she's telling me, because I'm getting she's very thankful for everything that your mother did for her. So please let your mother know that she really appreciated everything that she did, and she feels that your mother was never truly compensated for everything that she had done for her, even though your mother didn't want compensation. But she did a lot for her that went above and beyond, and she wants her to know that she truly appreciated that, okay? And that she will be there for her. Take 3 deep breaths, clear your mind, say your name out loud as I ask for God's white light of love and protection to surround us and fold us. Engulf us in lightness to open our eyes that we may see, our ears that we may hear, our mind knowing, understanding, our hearts loving and caring, souls that we may be spiritual. O Spirit of the light, we are open, willing to receive your blessings, your healings. We come to you this time for we seek your enlightenment. Spirit, we ask for your help, give ourselves. We ask you this in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
Did you lose a brother?
Yes.
Because he comes in very strong for you right now. He was an older brother,
Yes.
okay? And he wants you to know that he's okay. Please let Mom know that he's okay, all right? It was like an accident or something,
Yes.
okay? So I say it was like almost from one moment to the next he was dead.
Right. That's fine.
Was it a suicide?
Yes. We don't know if it was a suicide or his wife helped, but yes.
I'm gonna tell you it was a suicide, okay? And so much that she helped was that she did nothing to stop, okay? I wanna say this is up, he was having a problem for some time, and I wanna say it wasn't his first attempt, okay? But I feel just he was just tired, just very tired of everything, okay? But he is better on the other side. He is okay. He's not stuck in purgatory. God's not punishing him for what happened or what he done, okay? And again, the only way that she truly assisted him was by not stopping him. I want to say she knew what was going on, and I want to say she was tired of dealing with his stuff, if you will. Does that make sense?
Right. Yes, ma'am.
So it was almost like, just if you're gonna do it, I'm done, okay? Was that the right attitude? Probably not. But could she have stopped it? Probably not, okay?
Right.
Your mom has a pendant or something? He's showing me a necklace that was either his or he got for her.
A cross. We had a cross together, but not my mother.
You guys had the cross. Does she have his cross now?
No.
Who has his cross?
I do, my sister does, and my other brother.
You all had a cross made for him then, as a remembrance, or?
Yes, we had a cross made for her. When
Oh, okay, because he's showing me this pendant. Why didn't you make one for Mom?
she didn't want one.
I think she regrets that decision now. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so maybe for this Christmas, maybe not necessarily buying her a matching cross, but buy her something to remember him by. Okay? Is his birthday November?
My birthday's November.
Okay, because November is a very important month. So then it's your birthday that's in November. You might want to get something with his birthstone. What was his birthstone? I'm seeing a red stone.
I don't know. Can't remember.
Oh, it's red. Red is ruby. I'm sorry, I can't remember right now, so you may want to look up, but I'm seeing a red birthstone.
Okay.
Okay, so you may want to get something with a red stone in it for her. Okay? Possibly more of a heart shape, because he's really sorry that he caused your mom so much hurt. And he wants her to know that he'll always be in her heart, and she will always be in his. Okay? He used to come to her in dreams, but he hasn't lately, has he?
No, ma'am. But yes, he did.
Okay, because he's saying that he felt that she just didn't want to accept it. She had a very hard time accepting his death. So he had a hard time coming to her in the dreams because it was like she kept pushing him away. Okay? He says that he's willing to come back to her again, but when she's willing to allow it. Okay? So if you want to let her know that also. And again, if you need to tell her that it's a dream, however it is to help her deal with this, then that's fine. But he visits you all a lot. A lot. I want to say some of you, it's like you smell his cologne or something. Some of you, it's like you can feel him or hear his laugh. He had a really quirky laugh.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am.
So, and he says those are his ways of letting you know that he's around you. Okay? Do you have any questions?
No.
No. Okay, I want you all to get quiet for just a moment. Take 3 deep breaths because we're going to say a closing prayer. It's always a blessing, Spirit. Thank you for these, your gifts. May we use them wisely and well so that all will be blessed. Amen.
Alright, our group, FORREALS, consists of Joe Pierce.